I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo.
The Lakers played Portland Trail Blazers. They beat the Portland Trail Blazers by about close to 20 points. I think LeBron James ended up scoring like 35 points. No, he ended up scoring 31 points. So he had a really good night. And so they won. And he got interviewed after the game. And y'all already know that when it came to Kyrie Irving, he was one of the people who thought Kyrie should be suspended for putting that link out there to that that movie, Hebrews to Negroes. I don't know if y'all remember that. So he got interviewed about the game last night, and he decided to make a statement. All right, so this picture right here was when they was trying to keep black people from going to the same school as Jerry Jones attended. And apparently Jerry Jones was within this group of people saying, no, we don't want black people to go to our school. We want to keep it segregated, okay? So, and now Jerry Jones owns the Dallas Cowboys. So this is him right here, where he's standing in front of the crowd saying, no, y'all cannot come inside of our school. They had a circle around his head at first. I think this is him right here. I think this is him right here. But he didn't want, he was a part of the crowd that did not want black people to come to his school. So when LeBron James was interviewed last night, he had something to say about that, because he do remember all of the backlash that Kyrie Irving received when he put out that link of the video that's on Amazon still to this day. I think is, Jeff Bezos never caught any flack for it, but Kyrie Irving caught all of it. Amazon did not. As a matter of fact, the viewership of that video went up like crazy. It skyrocketed. So let's check this out.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just, I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on,
he actually said more than this. I don't know why they didn't cover the rest of it. He actually said more than this. Now, I don't know if y'all caught the gist of it. He's pretty much saying that the photo itself, this photo, shows a lot of what black Americans had to go through in order to get the same level of education as white Americans. And one of the people who was playing security at the time, I think that's him right there, was Jerry Jones, who now own a football team whose franchise is mostly black men. And he's a billionaire, probably multi-billionaire at the moment. And Kanye and LeBron James, who is the face of the NBA at the moment, he gets asked about everything. Even if he doesn't play football, he's asked about a great number of things on the internet when it comes to politics, So sometimes he speaks up about things that he's asked about, and sometimes he speaks up about things that he's not asked about. And he wanted to know, how come you guys didn't ask me about this? You all ask me about everything usually, but you did not ask me about this. As a matter of fact, I'm not seeing many athletes being asked about this at all. So what's up with that? What's up with that? So they want to know why you didn't say anything. Now, some people believe that he wasn't asked about it because he's a basketball player. Why would we ask you about football if you're a basketball player? So basically what you're doing is just taking this opportunity to get on your soapbox and do something for the culture. You know what I mean? You want to do something for the culture, right? And so he decided to do that. Now, like you saying, I mean, Kyrie and James are pretty much two of the best players in the same league, so their drama overlaps. So, of course, they will ask him about Kyrie, being that, you know, that's your friend or ex-friend and your ex-teammate when you guys won a championship together and everything. So, of course, we're going to ask you about Kyrie. But we're not going to ask you about Jerry Jones if you're not, you know, in the NFL, you're in the NBA. So he took the opportunity to make something of it. Do you think that he's making something of nothing? Do you think that he's overstepping? Do you think that he's speaking where he's not supposed to? I'm gonna tell you what I think. Finn, I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think that he makes a valid point. A lot of people don't want to hear this, but I think he makes a valid point. The Jerry Jones situation, a lot of people have not heard a lot about it. You probably heard about it, but it got swept under the rug. You don't see a whole bunch of content creators covering it. A bunch of content creators do not cover this story because it's not sexy. It's not sexy. Jerry Jones, he went ahead and he made a statement. He let people know that that's not him today. He let people know that he came a long way, all those things. But the press wasn't covering that as much as they were covering, nearly as much as they were covering the Kyrie thing. Is this apples and oranges? I believe so. I believe this is apples and oranges. LeBron James talking about this because he really feel like it's an issue, or is he talking about this because he's been attacked lately? I think more than likely he's talking about this for both of those reasons, because he knows that he's been attacked lately for being a sellout. A lot of black people have been attacking LeBron James lately for selling out his man Kyrie. They've been saying that, you know, you are the face of the NBA. The least you can do is stand by your friend or ex-teammate in his time of need and support him 1,000%, rather than being one of the first people out there saying he need to be suspended. So basically what you were doing, and this is in the minds and in the eyes of black people who are going at him, they were saying that if you feel that way, then you are pretty much just as bad as Jerry Jones when he was trying to stop black people from coming to a school. You was trying to stop a black man from doing his job when he did nothing wrong in the eyes of black people. And so he's trying to make up for that. I think he's trying to make up for that. I really don't think he cares about the issue, but I think he feels that since he is the face of the NBA, that he's also the voice of the people, and the people being the black people. So he's taking an opportunity right now, as we all see, to speak up for all black people, because he understands that he dropped the ball, no pun intended, when it came to Kyrie. That's what I believe. Jerry Jones, I wouldn't expect anything different. The world then is not the world now, in my opinion. Jerry Jones, I believe, here's the thing. I never really cared to understand the plight of the white person. I never cared to understand the plight of the white community until I started to understand the white community. What made me start to understand the white community is having white friends, having white supporters, having white coworkers. You know what I mean? So then I was in a position where now I'm starting to understand you. I actually care about you, and anything you go through, I go through. Anything I go through, you go through. So it's like we're all one right now because now I have a better understanding of you. But before then, I could care less. It's like I was stuck in my bubble. I was fine in my bubble. I was fine in my black bubble. And a lot of people are fine in their bubbles until they receive a little bit more, information. All right. And when that happened to me, then I started to care. Well, same thing for LeBron. See, LeBron's support, mainly his support system, people who champion him the most are people who are on the left and believe that when something happens in the country and it has to do with black people, he should be one of the people that steps up and speaks. So he thought this would be his opportunity to step up and speak. I think it wasn't very timely. I think it wasn't timely at all, because what he did was he accused professionals of being racist when they was just doing their jobs. He told them, I don't even want to hear y'all. I don't want y'all to say anything. Just let me speak. And he said his piece. And they was like, okay, this is an opportunity. This is a moment right here. So you're giving us something that will sell anywhere that we work right now. We came to get a moment, and you're giving us that moment. So it was a fair exchange. They came for something, and they left with something. All right? So I know you probably think different of this. I don't compare apples to oranges. I'm not going to say, but what about this? But what about that? I'm not in a position to judge anybody. That's why I won't judge Jerry Jones that harshly. I mean, he was 14 years old. No, he wasn't. Was he 14? Was he 14? No, he wasn't. He was in high school at the time. So he was just one of the younger people that was just out there trying to see what was going on. Probably. He probably wasn't even a part of the people who was trying to keep people out the door. He was just out there. So I don't know. Nobody has any context when it comes to this right here. We're just guessing. Everybody's just guessing. But I do understand why he said what he said. Do I think it was right saying it? No, not so much. But I do understand. And I'm not just going to sweep it under the rug like, oh, be quiet. You're LeBron. Just go ahead and play basketball and shut up. Nah. I'm not the type of person to be like, shut up and dribble. All right. When the lady from Fox said that to him for saying something about black people at one point, I had an issue with that. To just shut somebody up for having an opinion, I'm not that person, because I have many opinions and I don't want anybody to shut me up. So that's what I think. Y'all feel free to let me know whatever y'all wanted me to know in the comments, and I can't wait to see what you have to say.